on this computer. All right, there it goes. Okay, so last class we left off on this card, right? Remember, this is the inside. Remember, you're gonna have an inside and an outside. Anytime you design something flat, a box, a book cover, a book, anybody who's ever worked in like a journalism class or yearbook, right? If you notice the layout, right, the visual representation of the pages is usually one across the other, right? It's opened up flat, right? And as we go forward, you guys will see we're gonna do a little bit like a little mini package later, and I'll show you guys that too. Actually, I think I might have some here later. I'll show you that later. Okay, so this is the inside. When you open up your card, this is the inside, right? It was a very basic thing. I showed you how to do your guides. Now here's the cool part. Everybody watching? Say you're ready to do the outside, right? And I think I covered it in the last one. Okay, so I saved all this, right? And what I do is I do a save a copy, right? Or Shift Command S. That'll also give you the option Shift Command S. Save as, right? But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this card outside, right? I'm just changing the name of the file. You're not gonna erase your original one. So now this is the outside. Cool. So it's gonna look like nothing happened, right? It's still the same content. There's still the same, but now I'm gonna change this and I'm gonna delete this stuff, right? And say the outside of my card is yellow in this case. I'm gonna change it, right? This is where you change everything. And most importantly, on your layers, what you wanna do, I like to start fresh. I'll get my layers and I'm gonna leave my guides, but I'm gonna get rid of these two. I'm gonna zoom in, right? So it says text inner right panel and inner right. So you have two options. You can get rid of these, just hit delete. And if everything was on the right layer, I like to delete it. That way I got a fresh one, right? Command S. So now this becomes the outside of my card. So new layer, I'm gonna call this front of card or front panel. That's literally what people are gonna see when they take it out of the envelope and hand it to them. I'm gonna zoom in, right? Front of card or front panel, brand new layer. And then back of card. Again, you don't have to follow along exactly. Cool. And I'm gonna make a new layer called UPC code. And fictitious, I always mess up how to spell fictitious, CIOUS. Does that look right? Fictitious? It's hard to read up there. Fictitious card. Okay. So again, you don't have to follow along here. I'm just showing you because I want to get this done quick. I still kept the guides. Everything stays the same for the guides. I don't have to redo them. I basically reused the file, right? Fictitious card company name, UPC code, back of card, front of card panel, and then the background code. Cool. So in essence, I have a brand new file, even though I used the original file. I don't know how I lost a guide here, but I can fix that. Okay. Let's see what I did. Oh, I know, I deleted it. See, one of my guides was on the wrong layer. Oh, no, Bo. Okay. All right, save. Now the guides, I like to lock that layer no matter what. Okay, so the reality is this, everybody look up here. If I draw something, front of card. So now this, I'm gonna change the colors so you guys can see it. This is the front of the card, right? This is the fold right here in the middle. Everybody understand? Right? So this is the front. What goes on the front? Well, some of you guys have text according to your sketches, right? I'm gonna say that mine's, remember, did I tell you guys that when I met my wife, she said her favorite burger place was Whataburger? And I did a card for her the very first time, and it was called Whataburger con cheese. Let's see if I find it here. Created. Oh, there's an old one. Orange was set. Oh, there it is. I found it. Now, I got this logo from, did I show you guys Brands of the World? I didn't? Are you sure? I thought I did. So you go to the interwebs, you type brandsoftheworld.com. No, I didn't show you guys this one? Are you sure? All right, check it out. Everybody go there, brandsoftheworld.com. I thought I did. We're recording. What, did you guys have a question? Or are you trying to heckle me? That's not right. Okay, so brandsoftheworld.com. Now, please pay attention. When we're doing some project like this, where you're just going to give one person something, it's okay to come here. It's okay to go to Vecteezy. It's okay to search online and find free stuff and use it and hack it and change it up and manipulate it and whatever. It's when you get stuff on the internet for free that you know is copyrighted, that belongs to somebody else, and then you try to profit off of it, then it becomes an issue. All right. So for example, if I type Whataburger, right, I can find logos. Now notice, everybody should look up here. I found a couple, but notice how they're even different color oranges, right? Now, in the world of graphic design and companies, they do have specific colors in their brand identity. Sometimes they're called a Pantone or PMS color. They're kind of going away from that. They have hexachrome, all these other kinds of ways of ensuring that every time they get something printed, whether it's the bag the hamburger comes in, the wrapper, all the oranges match. All right. The yellow in the McDonald's Golden Arches is a specific color. Sometimes they're custom made just for these companies. They have to be consistent all across all their branding. All right. I used to do stuff for Bounty Hunter and Night Owl. They used to do metal detectors and night vision stuff, like consumer stuff. And they did a deal with National Geographic, and I had to make sure everything I did for National Geographic and them, that yellow had to be specifically that color. All right. All across the board. And it was pretty difficult to keep track of everything, but you had to. Anyway, and I'll show you guys that stuff later. All right, so notice I click on that one. It says it's an AI file. Is that friendly to us? What do you guys think? An AI file. Yeah, it's Adobe Illustrator. You do not have to join this. All you do is click agree, download, and it'll show up. Now, sometimes you'll find an EPS. Sometimes you'll find a PDF, right? If it says CDR or something like that, that's Corel Draw, CRW, I'm sorry. That is not going to open. But look at that. I already got. Now, this doesn't mean it came from Whataburger. This is someone like you and me that took the time to redraw it with a pen tool, or they found a font that was close and they modified it. And now you have a free vector, totally editable logo. All right. Pretty cool. Again, there's a lot of brands you can find on here. Be aware. Some of the stuff is going to be. Now, believe it or not, even though this is a website, I think it's based somewhere in Russia somewhere. That's how they get away with posting all this stuff. Check this out. If we type Star Wars, they've got the vintage stuff. Again, it's almost like Wikipedia where anybody can kind of post something, right? Most of these are vector. If you want to do a nice card later and you have somebody who likes Star Wars, this is the best place to go. You get the stuff, you download it, you change it, you manipulate it. Just a word of warning, right? Don't try to steal the stuff and then try to make money with it, even though some people do. All right. And I'm going to show you guys an example right now of something crazy. Oh, look at that one. That was nice. That looks custom made. Yeah. All right. So again, there's cool stuff you can find. Oh, look at that. If you just want like the Galactic Empire, we're going to do a little thing with that later. Okay. So it's there. And some are not very good quality. Oh, this one's very important. Everybody look at this one I just found. You guys see this Darth Vader? Oh, I'll show you something right now that you're going to be like, what? All right. So it's not that well done, but I'll show you something about that. All right. Okay. So I downloaded my thing, my logo. I'm gonna bring it over here. And all right, here's my panel. I'm gonna paste it on its own layer. I'm gonna stop there. And I'll put Whataburger logo. Oops, new layer. Whataburger. I put Whataburger. Anyway, there it is. I click it. I move it to the right panel. I'll make this one white. I know it's not consistent, but I'm gonna do that. Cool. Actually, that might work. All right, so I'll do that, and I center it. Everybody watching? Okay. So I borrowed it. All right, check it out. I'm gonna put some. Look at this. Now pay attention. Whataburger logo, right? And you're gonna have to put front panel just so you keep in order. And you'll see later everything that's front panel, text front panel, logo front panel, color front panel, and that way you keep it organized so you don't get confused, right? You'll see right now. All right, and then I put text front panel, right? And like I said, Whataburger, and then our saying is con cheese, right? Con cheese, and we kind of say it like this. Con cheese. Con cheese. I'll fix that right now. What? You can probably search, but I'm not gonna do that right now. No, sir. I don't think there is. You can search. Why don't you search for it? How's that? Huh? Look for it. Look for it. Whataburger font. Let's see if you find it. Let's see. Picking on the teacher while he's trying to teach you stuff. Did you find it? All right. Okay. This is just an example. All right. There it goes. Con cheese. I can come back and edit that. I'm just doing this as a sample. All right. Because this is the inside joke. There you go. Okay. Con cheese. And if I wanted to, I could do some bars on the front of the panel here and make it look more Whataburgery. I can do some white. Everybody in here should be able to do what I'm about to do, which is do some option drag. Right? Everybody should be able to do that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of an effect so my W doesn't get, do a little outer glow, normal. All right, so there you can see. All right, everybody looking? All right, so my card is coming together. All right, it's coming together. That's the front. And now I'm gonna do the back. Everybody looking? All right, everybody watch. So the back I'm gonna say is also orange, but I'm gonna take it down a tone. Everybody looking? Ooh, it's kind of yellowish up there. Okay, now check this out. I'm gonna lock everything. And I had already said UPC code, yes? Has anybody ever seen a UPC code? Yes, you have. Remember, you could also do a QR, but I want something here that looks like a UPC. All right, the UPC is a little scanning code. Believe it or not, it is an actual font, and there is a way to make real UPC codes. There's some programs online. Actually, people have gotten in trouble. There was a lady who was starting to make counterfeit coupons. It's on Dateline. I think it came out on Dateline. She made counterfeit coupons because first a friend said, "Oh, I wish I had a coupon for this," and she learned graphic design just to do. I swear this happened, and she ended up like making millions of dollars illegally through fake coupons. No, I don't remember, but she got at least, I think, 15 to 20 years plus. Yeah, plus she had to pay back money, yes, because of mail fraud too. Anyway, I'll find it. I'll find that later. So be aware. Yeah, it's kind of cool that you can do stuff like this, but try not to use it for nefarious reasons because you can get busted. All right. And in the digital age, I've shown you guys, you can't hide, right? There's information on files. Everybody looking? All right. So how do I make a UPC code? It's very simple to make a fake one. And literally, it's a little rectangle. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to say about 1 inch by about ½ inch. Let's see. So I'm right there, 1 inch and about 0.5. Everybody look, everybody look. So typically they're white. Look how simple I'm putting this together. Everybody look, right? That's about 1 inch wide by ½ inch tall. It's a little rectangle. Everybody looking? Super simple. All right. Now you can do this or a variant of. I'm going to do rounded corners. How did I do that? I go to this little circle. That's what that is. And I do a rounded corner. I'm going to lock it. Command 2. Yes. Then I'm going to get the regular rectangle tool. Again, the same tool. I'm going to fill it with black fill only. No stroke. And I'm just going to drag a little line. Nice thin line. Everybody looking? Yes. Watch this. Now, I'm just going to do some random ones. I'm going to skip some spaces because there's thin and thick. I don't know if you guys know this. And then I'm going to do a little thin one. All I do is squeeze it together. And I go like this. I'm using Option Shift, right? I can go back in there and make a real thin one. And then all I had to do, everybody looking, I just copy them. Everybody watching. I don't know if this is accurate or not. We're just kind of faking one. All right, let's see. And it does not have to be perfect. I'm just telling you. What? I'm pretty sure there is. this is not real. It's fake, right? This is not the way to make a real one. I can tell you that. I just want it to look somewhat like a UPC code. All right. And there might be too many lines. I don't know. I want it to look. But you can see how easy it is by using the techniques I've already shown you. And you guys should have learned, right, to do little lines. That's probably too many, but that's okay. It's just a fake. All right. Now watch this. I grab them all. I group them, Command G. I move them over and center them. Yes, no. Okay, now typically, if you go look, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw a white bar in front, or I'll make it black so you guys can see it here. But usually there's like an indent. Watch this. I make it white. So it looks, because if you ever look at a UPC, the first integer, the first number is typically sticking out here, like starts with a 0 or something. So this is just fake. Look, it's just on top. All right. If you want to use Pathfinder and see if you can cut those out, try it. Right. But I'm just going to leave that like that. Everybody looking? I'm going to group, Command G. Now I'm going to get the type tool. I'm not going to click on it because it'll apply it to the shape. I'm going to type right here. And I can type some. Now, this is what I recommend. Everybody listen. If this is a thank you card, I would like, if you want, you can put the date like a code, like 000. What's the date today? 7? Right? You could do something like that. It doesn't have to be difficult. Right? That's up to you. And it's kind of like a cool way to put the date. Now, if you're giving someone a birthday card, I tend to do like the date. It's pretty cool to do that. Remember, how do we, on the type tool, everybody looking? On the type tool, Command T, character, how do I give this space in between? I don't want it stretched. We don't want that. We want space in between the numbers. What do you guys, huh? How about over here? No, sir. What about over here? Right here on your character palette, make sure it shows all options. You have this one that's called the tracking. That guy, the one with a little V and the A up there. You see, I see it? Watch this. That one gives you space in between the numbers. You're not stretching it. Look at this. Hold down your shift. You're not stretching the numbers. Cool? Everybody see that? Yes? Pretty easy? No? Maybe? kind of, sort of? Anyone? All right. All you did was put a bunch of parts together to make it look like a little UPC code. That's it. That's all you're doing. And if you want to put a little 0 at the end. Okay. Now the last part, I'm going to save that. I'm going to unlock my little white background. I'm going to group all that. What was that? All right. And then I'm going to put it here. Look, where does it typically go? Yeah, somewhere in the back, somewhere around there. The last part that I'm going to want for this card, and I will post all this, is you're going to come up with a really quick fictitious name for your card company. All right. Now, sometimes these are in the middle. I see Alexander over here putting it in a corner. All right. They're typically in the middle, wherever you want. Just make sure it's there. Notice also, you do not want it right in the corner like this, touching the edges. We talked about the guides. We want everything 1/8 to 1/4 inch away from the edges, right? Okay. So you're going to come up with a fictitious card company name. I'm going to call this one just off the top of my head. Somebody throw out a word out there. Shadows? No. Be nice. Something current events. What? I didn't hear that. Oh, inflation. Yes. Who said that? Who said inflation? Very good. All right. Check it out. Let's do that. Oh, I had the tracking on this, see?
Really? I did not know that, bro.
All right, so check it out. I wrote that. I'm going to use my alignment tool for my type. Where is it? Paragraph. There's one called paragraph. Where is it? I always lose it. Paragraph. Why can't I find it? Oh, it's because it's not a separate one. Huh? It's over here on the side. Hold on. It's not there. Automation. Typography. Aha, there it is. If I click there, everybody saw that. I went to here, typography, and then it gives me the paragraph panel, this one. And then check it out, everybody watching, there's paragraph down here. That's different from a line. If I click paragraph, then it centers everything. Oh, I got a call from San Antonio. Somebody want to answer it? All right, so something simple. It can be something simple and dumb, right? And then you can put copyright option. Anybody remember copyright? Have I shown you guys? All right. If you hold down the option key and the letter G, everybody try it with their text tool. Option G. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Option and try different stuff. Here's something amazing. You guys ready? Anyone here that speaks and writes Spanish or any kind of language with an accent? Yes, watch this. Everybody look. If you ever have to write, oh, by the way, there are some words in English that have accents. Did you guys know this? Here's a learning moment. Everybody ready? Anybody know what a resume is? What's a resume? What's a resume? Ah, do we have them here in the United States? What do you think? It is actually a French word. So, because if you just type this, it's resume. But if you look in the Webster's dictionary, Yes. So how do you put an accent on an E on a computer? Anybody know? On a Mac, watch this. Before I type the lowercase e, you ready? I hold down Option. Yes. I type E, let go of the key, and then hit E. Hey. Now this works for anything else too. It can be any letter. Watch this. Everybody watching? If I wanted accent on the O, if I just type O, but if I hold down Option, I have, actually the key is E that gives you the accent, and then you go to the O. So it's weird. For the E, it actually is the letter E that you hold down Option and hit E, and then you can put any letter after that. Oops, I have to hold down Option. Sorry. So Option E, and then you hit the letter. Oh, what did I do? Oops. Option E, E. There it is. Option O. Oh, I forgot. This one only lets you put it on vowels. It won't let you put it on a consonant. Yeah. All right, that's why. So Option E and then whatever vowel. Yeah, see, it doesn't let me put it on a B. And what's weird about this is, check this out. Even a capital E. Everybody watching? Option E, Shift E. For whatever reason you want to put an accent on a capital letter. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, we'll go over that stuff later. But anyway, but copyright. How about registered trademark? What do you guys think? Option R is registered trademark. Option G is copyright. Cool? Option G. Copy. All right. So you're going to come up with a little fake name like that. I put Beat Inflation's Card Company. Copyright established 2022, unfortunately. Right? You guys are going to come up with your own little name. I've seen some really creative stuff in the past. Up to you. All right, cool. Everybody got it? All right. So that is basically the back, right? And as long as you have your guides, as long as you have your inside of your card, right? And you got to start putting that together. Now, the last thing, some of you guys, if you're going to use photos or images from the internet, I'm going to allow you to use stuff that's vector, free vector stuff. You can use it, but you cannot use low res images from the internet that are JPEGs and stuff. You could image trace a low res JPEG, but what I don't want is, say you're doing a Kirby character based card and you go to images. I hope nothing bad comes out. There's one. I know, you never know. It's pretty bad. Anyway, and you find this one and you want to download it. You cannot use this right now. Okay, I don't want you guys to use low res images. You save it. That's not even an actual file. It's not letting me. Let's see. It's not a JPEG or anything. Nope. You get the idea, right? So no low res images. If you do get some, you can try and image trace them, but I want no images from the internet that are low res. Does that make sense? I'll post that on the assignment to make sure everybody gets that. Okay? Everybody good? Any questions before I stop here? No? All right, I think we're done. So you know how to do the front, the inside, and the outside. Again, you shouldn't have to be making a separate file. You should just use your other one, save it as something else. And I think that's about it. Let me get to Zoom here. We'll turn this off. Let's stop recording.